Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. We are 1 month away from the last video that I've done, which was before the FOMC and this huge melt up we called a huge cup and handle in our last videos, and we were more bullish than bearish, everybody. I will show you today what I have done with some of the accounts that migrated from our Thinkorswim accounts to Schwab, about $200,000 plus some Coinbase account, what I do, what I'm thinking, where is the S&P going from now on to the end of the year, and leading next year to the most important is the elections. So as the fear of inflation is getting lower, everybody, and the rates are going down with the bonds going up, let's look at the market. I want to show you why I think within the next 12 months, at least until the elections happen, why I think cryptos is going to be a lot stronger, a lot more profitable for you than the S&P, and I'm going to prove it to you in the chart with the indicators that we use with real money. Let's look at the situation of the S&P versus Bitcoin, and I'll show you some of my crypto portfolio and why I think cryptos might be the best place on retracement. So look at what we have here. We have a very powerful setup in the market. So we had the lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, and the down channel. That cup formed the handle, broke, right? But look what's coming. It's coming right to huge resistance here on our edges of the calculator and the institutional rate zone here. So you have the 100% rejection calculator at about 47.50 to this 46.20. So this 46.20 on, it's SPX. And if you go back on the left side, remember double top head here. We had the huge shoulder starting here, huge shoulder starting here. Guess what? We are coming for a triple top retest towards that 46.25, 46.50 to that 47.50. And I think it'll be a huge hurdle there. It will be a big problem, see if they get that head. Eventually, here's what we have to look at. You have a higher low here, you have a head here and an inverse head and shoulder here. So that huge trend line at one point might come in play and retest towards roughly the 4100, let's call it now, okay? 4100, right? It is a possibility before March that we have one more retest. It is possible of one more retest. But let's say we don't retest, and let's say we keep on grinding higher highs, higher lows. And let's say, for sake of the conversation, that the SPX go all the way to 5,500 within the next year or two, okay? Not impossible, breaks the round number over time, and it's 4,500. Well, if you look at from here, from here, the distance from where we are to that crazy number within the next 2 years, that's about 20% left. If you look from where we are right there today, right, which is roughly 4,500, and we say 47.50, right, that's 5%. So I know that the market from my edges resistance is going to be left with 5 to 20% of juice, right? And that would be a fantastic scenario even if it goes at 5,500. But now let me show you Bitcoin. And by the way, we still have lower high from here to here, and still we have to see how it's going to behave if it's doing a double top, lower high, triple top from the shoulder, as I mentioned here, right? So now let's compare that to Bitcoin, right? And the crypto market. If you look at Bitcoin, this is a different divergence here, because here we have higher highs and we have higher low, unlike the SPX where I showed you there was lower high, lower lows. So here's what I'm going to look at for the cryptos. I'm going to look where the FTX debacle started breaking. We started breaking around here, everyone. And we started breaking at around roughly, we're going to call it, for simplicity, 40K. 40K, if we can regain this 40K, we should break and go towards 48.50 area there. Let's call it the first huge resistance of Bitcoin. So my point is, everybody is waiting for the ETF, right? This Bitcoin ETF. And I think they might push it as long as possible, especially the SEC. And I think it might create a pullback on the news. So hold on the news, there's possibly the day that they gave, it's finally there because it was really anticipated already. Look at that huge move here from 24,000 and we are approaching 40,000. So it's over 50% move, right, on Bitcoin already. I think they might sell the news. If we see a retest of 31 to 34 here, everything in that zone, 30, 34, it will be a huge opportunity to retest and break the 50K, right? Because what's going to happen, guys, you have to understand, is we are the 1 trillion market cap now. If all the institution comes, according to Kathy Woods yesterday on an interview at CNBC, it could be a 25 trillion market cap within the next 10 years by 2030. So that will be the next 7 years. That's a 25x possible in market cap versus the huge potential I showed you on the SPX, which is only 5 to 20%. Where do you think your money is going to have the highest velocity? Your money is going to have the highest velocity in crypto. Of course, I'm concerned, like you guys, of custody. If Coinbase gets hacked, like FTX, if they blow up, But remember, if you don't have your control of your key, you don't have control of your crypto. So if your money is in Coinbase but not in Coinbase wallet, you don't really control your cryptos. If you want to be your own bank, open the Coinbase wallet and control your cryptos, your spot cryptos. Now, if you are afraid and you think that my themes make sense here, which I will go deeper into our annual event in December, which is the 2024 game plan, right? Theme makes sense, then, and you're afraid of getting into spot cryptos and being at Coinbase and custody and everything, then alternatively, you can look at some of our play here in our watch list, that are crypto friendly. And for instance, Coinbase, the miners starts waking up. Those are stocks, but Coinbase I prefer because there's money and there's real product and there's real profits and real employees. Another one that is interesting is this one from Fidelity. See, you have to wake up here. Like BlackRock is filing for ETF. The biggest equity firm in the world, BlackRock, is doing a filing for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Fidelity has product. French bank, European banks, the entire world, when this spot ETF comes, is going to start indexing everything. Water, tea, pick and choose at night what you take. So, my opinion, right? This is going to be the big things, because I think everything that is going to be connected to the consumer is going to be rough for a year or two. Even though we might have like 100 years ago, the crazy late 1920s, the go-go years, the crazy years, right, where everything was melting up. I think crypto will melt up one last time. And you know what? I would not be surprised 2027 or the next election after that. So it'll be 2028. I would not be surprised that they come and regulate those cryptos and all the small ones are out of business. Like they are being removed from the exchanges, and we might be left into 5 or 10 cryptos at the end and clean up everything. But I think we still have a shot at a crazy run in crypto. You text 95 to make sure that I'm giving you the right number, guys. But that should be it. Yeah, 954-758, sorry. 954-758-8145. You can get the Left calculator absolutely free. It's a great calculator for swing trading and long-term investing, which you can put side by side with the premium indicator, with the institutional zones, with the probability trend box, which is net buyer, net sellers from institutional, major, minor trend, which gives me the signal to go and buy here, say stocks for either day trading or long-term and swinging trading, which is most of what I do. Most of our funds as a family and investments are in swing trading and long-term investing for asset and income. And then, of course, I do a little bit of day trading with the SPY options, right? All the ES futures. To count the elections as follows. November is the elections, and you count about 7 to 9 months before that, sorry. So you go October, September, August, July, right? June, right? And before that, May, right? April camp here, right? January, December, and now we're in November, right? So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I think between December, February, March, we might get a huge pullback one last time. And then slowly but surely, we might get sideways in the market, waiting for the president or the new policies to come out. And I think during that waiting time, cryptos will be very, very powerful. And I will come with more cryptos, videos, more analysis on specific cryptos, their market cap. I have a portfolio just for the small cryptos, that I play with. And I will continue sharing stuff with you guys. But I am really looking at cryptos, I think, overall, to lead the path because of Ethereum and Bitcoin. And by the way, I think Ethereum is very underrated right now. Ethereum is just not getting the respect again that it deserves. And I think when we are going to shift the narrative from Bitcoin ETF to Ethereum ETF, everything is going to explode for the S&P, SPX versus BTC versus Ethereum, right? So I hope it was helpful, everybody. Energy to share with others shares back with you, and it's a cool thing when everybody shares. It's always better when more people brainstorm together. Hopefully that was helpful. Love you all, everybody. Take care.